Hello and welcome to a Camp the Summit video. As you can see, I am not Patrick. I am your guest host for the day, Jiff Zafford from rockclimberlife.com. Today we're reviewing the Arc'teryx Theta AR Jacket. Before we even get started in this review, as soon as you see this jacket and any Arc'teryx product, everybody's like, oh my, look at the price tag on that thing. Yeah, it's as comfortable as swallowing a handful of nails, pretty much. The retail price on this jacket is $500, which is pretty insane, even for like high-end jackets. I think it's one of the most expensive jackets out there. I got this jacket actually on sale at REI towards the end of the season. I believe this is last season's model, and I got it on sale for $350. Still not easy to swallow, but you know what? I'm glad I made the purchase, especially with REI. You know, you can take anything back and just get your money back guarantee. And I looked into the way Arc'teryx runs their company, and if you have any problem with any product from them, you can send it back and they'll repair it or replace it if necessary. So if you tear it or something like that. So between those two, I was like, well, let's just give it a shot. Well, I'm sure glad I did. This jacket is awesome. I mean, just no question, it's incredible. Let's just start, from the top down and just go through some of the features. It's a full-length zipper, of course, like any jacket. One of the nice parts about this zipper is that it's sealed rather, all the way down the length of the jacket. And when you open up the jacket, it just has this small extra bit of material here, so it doesn't get in the way when you zip up the coat. Okay. A lot of problems I had with previous coats, just to show a few. This was my previous raincoat. This is a very popular name brand raincoat here. But one of the major issues was all this extra material. There's this flap here, the flap on the other side, then you have to Velcro that, and you know there's a snap at the bottom, and it just gets jammed up. It's really a pain. This is my previous ski coat. This is my previous ski coat, which weighs a ton, by the way. I mean, this thing is really heavy, and for the weight of the jacket, it wasn't very warm. And again, it has material on the outside. This was cool because it had magnets, but regardless, it has flaps here, and on the inside, it has extra flaps here. Just too much bulk. So the Arc'teryx #1 is just very streamlined. It's a very streamlined coat. So the zipper is easy to zip up and down because there's very little to it. And that goes for as well as all the pockets. All the pockets are sealed. Hopefully you can see that in the video. It has kind of a shimmer, like a shine to it. Hopefully you can see that in the video, that these pockets also are sealed and they easily zip up and down. There's no issue at all there. On the pockets, if you can zoom in, the pockets have these little hoods. Okay, so the zipper kind of goes up underneath this little hood. So if you're in some insane torrential downpour, then you wouldn't have any leaks there because there's this little hood that covers the top of the zipper. As far as the other outsides of the jacket, let me zip this so we can see it easier. There's more durable material in the spots of higher wear. So towards the top and on the shoulders and on the arms, it's a more durable material. By the way, this is a Gore-Tex Pro Shell jacket. There's many companies who use Gore-Tex Pro Shell. It's their top of the line material for waterproofness, breathability, just all around bomber jacket. So as I was saying, it has a durable material on the points of wear, so it'd be the shoulders, the arms, and the upper chest and the upper back. And on the lower points of the jacket is a slightly lighter material. You may be able to tell there's some contrast. The more durable material seems to appear, at least to me, slightly more black, like a darker black than the lighter material. So the bottom of the coat, pretty much all the way around, and the inside of the sleeve is a lighter material. So perhaps slightly less durable. And what I've noticed is that in the rain, the more durable material that are on the higher points of wear, the water beads better. And I think that's just because it's just a denser, thicker material where the bottom part, the water doesn't bead as well. I can notice that after time that it starts to, you know, have that kind of look where it looks like it's rubbing in even though it's really not. And that's one thing I noticed with other coats. Going back to this very well-known jacket here, this lightweight jacket, this is a chemical shell. This is not Gore-Tex or anything like that. And a chemical shell, the problem with a chemical shell is that you can go through maybe just a handful of rainstorms, and then after that, the water you can really see, especially in the shoulders and points of high wear, the water just really goes right through it. It doesn't make you wet on the inside, but you can tell that the water is going through the material. And the other problem is that the clammy sensation on the inside of the material, it really feels like you're wearing a plastic bag. So the Arc'teryx Theta AR has really replaced, for me, two coats. It is now my ski jacket and all-around winter coat, and it's also my lightweight raincoat. The reason for that is the inside of the jacket. The feeling is it's very just wispy and light, okay? It doesn't have a sticky feel to it. So I can wear short sleeves. I have long sleeves on right now, but I wore short sleeves earlier in the day, and I had no issue just, you know, sitting around. It didn't have that clammy, sticky feeling, okay, because of this inside material. It's very nice, it's very breathable, and so like I said, for me, this has really replaced two jackets, so it's absolutely worth it. I mean, if you can't tell, I'm kind of psyched up on this coat. So, okay, so looking at the inside of the jacket, there's another small pocket in here with very cool, you know, in Greek letters, Theta AR. So there's a small pocket here. And there's also this, what I kind of like to call is a poor man's powder skirt. It's pretty much, they have another jacket, it's called the Sidewinder, I believe. And it's kind of their dedicated ski jacket. It has the Reco reflector, the Reco, you know, thing where people can find you if you get lost in an avalanche, but it has like a full powder skirt, you know, like you'd see on a full-blown ski jacket. Well, this is kind of like what I like to call is the poor man's powder skirt here, which is nice because if you need it, you know, I'm in Pennsylvania here. How much powder do we get? None. We have ice, all right? So if I need this, you know, I can cinch this down with this little grommet here, this little, you know, tie down here, and pull that in, and I can kind of utilize that powder skirt capability. On the outside, I forgot to mention, of course, there's full-length pit zips, and like all the other zippers, this is perfectly sealed. Okay, and this jacket is just so well engineered. It's really hard. It's probably going to be hard to see on the video, but it's so well engineered. I mean, the seams are all sealed, and there's no bulk at all. And you see in other jackets, there's some bulk, there's some stitching, there's some overlap, and I believe the reason for that is that Arc'teryx, I think they're one of the only, if not the only company that actually has found a way to weld fabric. They actually weld fabric, okay? And that's incredible because it just leaves, the garment is so usable and it's so light, and there's no bulk where it doesn't need to be. You know, it's very easy to, you know, I mean, the articulation is just perfect, all right? Other points of wear where there would be like this is the outside pocket, this is the, you know, the material from the outside pocket. They have this small patch here that they have welded on so that wouldn't tear off. So that's a, you know, a point of extra wear where they, you know, welded a small piece of material on there. You can see that perhaps down in here there's another small patch there where there's going to be a stress point. It's actually going to be hard to see the seams probably on the video because it just seems so well. And it's really well made. I can't say enough about this coat. It's very easy to wear, it's light to wear, and in the winter I just throw a fleece or a down jacket underneath and I zip this up and I'm ready to go. So it's actually not very great weather outside, so I'm going to take this outside and we're going to see how the water builds up on it. Boy, the things I do for you guys. Alright, so it's not really raining outside, but we made a little bit of our own rain. So as you can tell, this is actually perfect because you can see that the top part, now of course with a hose, it's probably going to soak in a little bit, right? Because we had a lot of pressure there. But the top part of the garment, where I said there was higher points of durability, you can see it's beading a little bit better. Okay, and the bottom portion, it's not beating as well. It's actually from all that force, it's actually coming through slightly. You know, not wearing through and getting me wet, but you can tell that it has that look where it's rubbing in. The water's rubbing in. All right, but the top part, it's totally beating off of me. All right, so what a great jacket. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this coat. You know, if you find it on sale for less than the retail price of $500, I'd say pull the trigger. I'd definitely get it. You know, if you have the cash and it's burning a hole in your pocket and you want a really bomber coat that, I mean, I'm going to wear this year round. I've worn it since I got it in October, and now it's April. I've worn it the entire time, and it's a really great jacket. So if you have the money, I'd say get it. I can't say enough good things about this coat. And with that, we're going to wrap this up. This has been Jeff Zafford with a Camp the Summit video. Be sure to check out campthesummit.com, and also be sure to check out my personal blog, rockclimberlife.com, for more. Thanks for watching.